Beat it up, beat it up nicely. Beat it up.
What's the crack, everyone? It's Dylan from Mabfield here. So we've got another guest episode today. He came from fairly far away, actually. Real passionate guy, really serious about his music. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My guy, Hyfin, straight from Derry, Derry, whatever the fuck you want to call it, like. But we are here to take over, like. Shout out to Mabfield for getting this to happen, like. We've been talking about it for a while, like, and we're finally here. First step, lad. Next step, like, let's see where it goes.
Yeah, 100%, man. Appreciate you coming down. And like we were saying before we started this, it's about having that like passion, desire, like you going out of your way to come the whole way down from Derry to come onto this. Like that's what I love. Someone like Rebel Phoenix came up from Dublin, and like someone like God Knows came up from Limerick. That's the kind of people I want to have on the show. You
exactly,
know,
man. You need boys that are willing to put themselves, like as you were saying, man, off camera earlier on. We were chatting about all this, like it's about taking yourself, man, out of that comfort zone, like. Like when you're going to these places and you're meeting these people, like you have this idea in your head that you don't know what they're like and you don't know how it's going to go, like. Take that risk, man. It's a risk not taking it, like. Because you're going to be sitting there going, I wish I had done this, or I wish I had done that. I wonder what would have happened.
Do you think that that's like, because for me that was something I definitely had at the beginning of all this. Like I used to just share music online. I was like too afraid to put myself out there, and then when you start doing it, you start reaping the rewards. But it's like it's difficult to do in the first place.
Yes, man. And once you get past that, like when I first started off making music, like there was boys taking a hand out of me. I mean, the same boys now, man, are turning around and texting me, love this stuff, love what you're doing, like. Yeah. And it's man. You have to take yourself out to be in. Do you know what I mean? You have to go, right, I know you're not going to see the vision now, like. Yeah. But watch to see where I'm going. Or would you see what I'm going to do with it, like. You know, boys don't see it yet, like, but if you've got that vision in your head of where you want to be, like McGregor, he talks about, if I can see it, I can envision it. Talks about how he was going to slap boys out, how he was going to put them down, called it, and backed it up. And that's what I'm here to do, man. I'm here to back up the fact that the Irish, man, everyone's done it the American way, boys have done it the UK way, but they haven't got that Irish flavour yet, like. And this is what we're about to bring, like.
I definitely think that that's something that maybe when people talk about like the Irish sound, it's not necessarily the sound that is super important. I think it's like the approach to how we do it, and even just the attitude that people bring with it as well. Like not trying to convert to like what everybody else is doing and to bring your own flavour to it. Like
there's a lot of boys stuck in that whole stage. Like when I was first coming onto the scene, there was boys, it has to be old school. It has to be boom bap. Yeah. It can't be anything else. And if you're not rapping with an Irish accent, you're not real.
Yeah, that's something I mean? Like with old heads I definitely get a lot of the time.
Like I get that too, man, but you gotta turn around and go, look, times have changed. Yeah. You know, boys aren't still out banging Biggie and Tupac. Yeah. They might be in their car, like, but they're not banging it the same way they're banging like fucking Tatiana. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Things have changed and now it's time to go with the times. If you don't want to be a part of that, stay in that time now. Yeah. But you're not gonna go anywhere.
Nah. I think like there is like space for a lot of these different sounds, but there's not the space to put people down for trying different sounds.
No, man. You gotta like everybody has their flavours, man, but if you're going to start copying somebody, boys will see it. You got to have your own sound, your own signature. The boys go, oh, you know from the very first note at that song who it is. Yeah. I mean, you know from the tone of the voice. If you can't see the visuals, you know who it is.
That's something I would associate with you. Like, I definitely think you have like a signature flow, and like your cadence, your accent doesn't really change from how you speak to like how you rap. Like, it's very authentic. And is that something that took a while to get, or has that just always been there?
No, man, it took me years to get to where I am now. Like, you know, when I first started rapping, like I was doing the whole American accent. You know, I was doing the, hey, how's it going? You know, I couldn't do it, man, and I knew myself I couldn't do it. Like, and I couldn't fuck with my own music that way. Like, do you know what I mean? So until I could start liking my own stuff, you know, I wasn't progressing. And now that I do like my own stuff and people can see that I fuck with my own stuff, that's what gets them to fuck with, or at least I believe in a way, because they can see that to me this is real. To me, this isn't just a fairy tale talking about I want to be this or I want to be that. This is my life. This is what I sleep, eat, and breathe like. Yeah,
and like you're at a point now where you're happy with your output. Would you say, like, you're happy with the tunes you're putting out?
I'm happy where I'm getting there, like, but to get to that next stage, like, that's where I'm going for. Like, I'm going to be the biggest thing, like. Yeah. Regardless of what anybody says, boys can turn around, man, and look at this now, like. But in 5 years, man, watch. Yeah. Watch.
And like we were talking before, like you're very methodical about how you go about things. Like it's not just I'm gonna throw a tune out here and I'm gonna like see how it sits or anything. Like you're very patient. Like patient is the word I do describe with how you project yourself with your music.
That's 100%, man. Because when it comes to music, when I first put out my first song, like, I ain't I thought, fuck, this is it. Like, you know, I've put out the song. I'm going to blow. I'm going to be massive. Like, and I put the song on and it flopped. And I was going, what happened? Like, I thought I was the shit. Like.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, man, that there's so much other stuff that goes into it that I'm starting to get now. Like, there's the promotion, there's the planning, there's the prep, there's the knowing how it's going to look to somebody else. So I mean, that's the way I view all my stuff. Once I put this up, how are people going to look at it? Are they going to look at it as if that fits the image, that stands outside the image, that is the same thing that I think it is? I mean, you've got to plan out everything step by step, have goals. This is where I want to be, and by when. How are you going to get there? This is the steps I'm taking.
What were some of the small goals you even set out, like, initially when you decided, well, when did you even decide, that you were going to start taking this seriously?
I really only started taking this serious about 6 months ago.
Seriously, yeah.
Started off 6 months ago, man. You know, I was rapping for years upon years, but it was always to like friends or like people that were out in the street, or if I was drunk or something, you know what I mean? Just a bit of crack. Do you know what I mean? But I never really took it serious until I seen what Ireland can do. Until I started to see that there are people who are making moves. There are people who are making money, that are making careers from this. And I always thought it was like make believe, or that it could only happen in the UK or America. Like, until I started to see it here, and I know that it can be done now. Like, you know, there's nothing to say, man, that in 5 years you can't be sitting here with an empire, and I can't be sitting being a known artist. Yeah,
100%. Like, who were some of them people that maybe did inspire you early on anyway to actually take it seriously, not to just maybe rap in your bedroom and rap to your mates?
So, like, the people that made me take this serious were people that I've took from in the past and people that I've took from now in the present. You know, I run about with boys like Jordan Adetunji. Talked to a lot of boys down the south like Kieran Incredible. You know, a lot of different people, man. And it's just trying to realise what were the people who I used to run about with compared to the people who I want to run about with. What separates them, like. And I can see, man, it's not that drive, it's not that ambition, it's not that, it's the fairy tale that are people that they're living in. They're going, I'm going to be huge. The same fairy tale I fed myself when I first put out my first song. And now I've realised that it's not a fairy tale anymore. It's hard work, it's time, it's dedication, it's a job. Like. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I totally get that, because it's the hours like outside of work and all you have to put in. It's another job. Like, you have to be on it all the time, and especially like social media and stuff as well. It's crazy.
Social media is like, the way I look at my phone, it is a tool. Do you know what I mean? This is how I communicate. This is how I network. This is how I make my connections. This is how I promote myself. Do you know what I mean? Everybody can look at their phone as if I'm going to scroll through Instagram. But I'm going to look at my phone and go, if you're going to scroll through Instagram, you're going to look at me.
Yeah, you're going to see me everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just interesting how the times have changed so much, where you have to be your own manager, you have to be your own promotions, you have to do everything yourself.
Nobody's going to give it to you, man.
Is that one of the hard lessons you had to learn early on?
That was one of the hard lessons, lad, that you can't expect anything of anybody. If you're putting yourself out there and you're putting your music out there, you should expect good feedback and bad feedback, because you're putting yourself out there. No one's going to give you a hand unless you've shown that there's something to give a hand with. If they can't see your vision, they're not going to help you build that. Like.
And how hard for you is it to get across that vision sometimes, or does it matter to you if people don't understand it? Are you confident enough in yourself that you can drive it forward at this point, because you've had to do a lot of it yourself? At
this point, I'm confident enough to push past anybody and everything, man. Before, I was sitting going, you know, can I actually do this? Can I make something from this? Like, you know, 6 months ago, man, I wasn't thinking I was be sitting here. Like, do you know what I mean? 6 months ago, I didn't have a manager. 6 months ago, I didn't have more songs. 6 months. A lot can happen in a short space of time, and it's what you do with that time that matters. While everybody is out partying and drinking, I was sitting at the house writing my songs. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't out spending that social time with them. I was putting in the work for what I wanted. I'll get that partying and I'll get that stuff later on when I'm big. And I can go, right. To me, man, I always wanted to be like, I hate crowds. I hate big events. I hate to be in the middle and feel trapped. So I'd rather be the person that's on the stage looking at the crowds.
With your own space almost.
Rather than to be the person in the crowd. Do you know what I mean? So that's where the difference that I want to separate. To me, it's not more about being this huge thing. It's just about showing people that I can relate. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people, man, that go out there that don't like the big crowds. That don't like... I'm happy enough sitting at a bar with a few friends, getting a pint, chilling out, like, and enjoying good vibes and good people.
And do you think it took you a while, like maybe initially you were saying about how you would have rapped with an American accent and it would have been very like derivative of what's going on outside Ireland and what's popular? But do you feel though now you're saying you're more comfortable with a couple of mates in the bar and stuff? Do you feel like that's how your music's going as well? Like it's really inherently what you like and what you want to do? Do you know what I mean?
To me, if I don't listen to my own music, or if I don't like my own music, how is anybody else? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I don't like it, how can I expect to give it to someone and them they like it?
I mean, that was something that God knows was talking about when he was on here before. It's like, if you're making music and you don't even like it yourself, like what's the point? Like
Exactly,
you need to enjoy it yourself. You can't be making stuff for other people.
No man, you got to make something for you, which is basically the whole thing, man. But when it comes to music and starting off, like you were saying, who got me? Didn't want to take it serious. People where I'm from, man.
Yeah.
In my hometown, my best friend's big brother, like, you know, whenever I first came into music, man, I was like 12. Do you know what I mean? And we were sitting at my friend's house, and we were out in the kitchen. We were playing Tony Hawk, and we were building our own. We were building our own.
I used to love Tony Hawk when I was
sick,
younger.
man.
Like.
We were playing like that part where you could build your own like stadiums and all.
Yeah.
So we were setting this up, and I could hear music in the background. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Like? So I just told him, "Oh," he goes, you know, "That's my brother and all, and his friend." I went, "You have to show me that." So we went in. They were in the back room blasting these tunes, man. And I was like 12, like, and these boys were like 16, 17, like. But they had their own equipment, and I was thinking, "Fuck, these boys are like Biggie and Pac, like."
Yeah,
I was thinking,
shit.
"This is the shit, like." You know, years went on, and I started working on my own stuff, and I started trying to do stuff and all. But it was just never like where I wanted to be. Like I started off with these boys making a collective called Northwest Hip Hop.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's them boys. You know, it was me, a boy Shane, and a boy Brenton.
Okay.
And we started off putting in this work and promotion and all, but they went off in their own direction. Do you know what I mean? It's not to say that there's anything wrong with these boys and all. Like, it's just they have their vision and I have mine, and I don't see our two visions meeting up.
Yeah, fair enough.
At the minute, anyway, until somebody does something where we can make it a bigger platform.
Okay.
What I want to do, man, is I want to take all the music from down in the south. I want to take all the people from down the south, people who I fuck with, man.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who are just genuine people, and it's not about, you know,
taking the clout or anything.
Man, it's not about the clout. It's just about people enjoying music. Do you know when you go to a festival and you're out with your friends and you could give a fuck about what's on playing in the background, but you're out of your nut, like, and you're enjoying the vibe. Let me be in the background, man. Let me play my set in the back and let you enjoy your vibe. Yeah, that's my thing, man. I want to give people that fuck I feel good feeling. Yeah, my music might not always be feel good, man, but I want to relate. Yeah, I want to give you every type of mood. When someone says to you, "What type of artist is he?" "Oh, he's a drill artist." "Oh, he's a hip hop, old school." I don't want that. Like, you know, I want to fit every mood where you can turn around and you can go, "What kind of mood are you in?" Sad today, grand. You would think Drake. No, fuck that. Hyphen. Yeah. "What kind of mood are you in?" "Hype." "Who do you want?" "Designer." Fuck that. You're getting Hyphen. Do you know what I mean?
Something for everyone.
Something for everybody, man. I want to make tunes where I have something, no matter what type of scene or what type of group or what type of era, where somebody relates. Like when I was growing up, man, and there was all these different groups and all, I never like fit in with a group properly. I always felt like a bit of a like I can fit in, but I don't feel like this is where I'm meant to be. It doesn't feel natural, but I feel like I can just move between people, and that's a big thing, man, that people look for. They look for communication, and I just like to understand different people, see their points of view, and try to give something to everybody, man, so that they've all got their own point of view on it.
That's fair enough, man. You definitely seem to have like a bigger vision. Like it's not something like you're just...
It's not just me, the artist.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's not just my thing and what I want to do anymore. Like, what I want to do, man, is give a bigger platform to everybody. I want to give people... If somebody wants to text me, man, I'll text back. You know, I can't promise anything. But for me...
You're going to reply.
I'm going to reply, man, and I'm going to try my best to do something for them, because in the long run, man, that's going to benefit the whole scene. Because we got another artist because somebody put them on. Aye, they might be shit, man. Yeah. But not everybody started class. I didn't start class. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Nobody starts that way. I just don't forget where I came from, and I don't forget the hard work and the people that told me no.
100%, because it's like you're gonna remember those people that told you no, and when you're maybe not as good, later on you're starting to pop off, and those are the guys that are gonna be texting you, like the ones you said that didn't fuck you when you were in school.
Exactly, lad. The same boys are texting me now, like, and I told them this back then, and they didn't believe me. So I had to make them believe, like. So when I say to them, man, that I will be the face of the North, I will make them believe this, like. Yeah. And that goes for anybody. So if boys, like, I'm not calling any names, I'm not saying nothing, like, but if somebody wants to try and claim that place in the North, like, come for me. Yeah. You're happy to take that chance. I'm happy to take the competition, man. I want to get people riled up. Yeah. I want you to turn around and say, "Oh, you think you're good? How good are you, lad? Right, bring it to me, lad. Show me what you can do. If you can back this up, show me. You know, I might not have everything at the minute, man, but watch what I will do, like, because I am not stopping now. It's too far now at this point, like, for me to turn around and get known as the boy who used to rap. Yeah. I'm gonna be known as, fuck, I went to school with that boy, or I sat down with that boy, seen him outside. That's my goal. Do you know what I mean? I don't have the goals of making millions. I have the goals of being known.
Being recognised.
Man, for what I put my work into.
That's crazy, because, like, it's funny, like, when you say you can't, like, you don't want to be that guy that was remembered as, like, the guy that should have done this or was doing this. And you just can't, I imagine you can't see yourself turning back now. Like, now you've sort of broke down a couple of barriers that maybe you didn't think were possible.
Exactly, man. I always thought, like, 5 years ago, man, when I was sitting in my fucking bedroom with a pen and a notepad, and I had dreams about sitting down and being interviewed. Yeah. I'm now here. Being sat down and interviewed. Like, it might not be Shade 45 or nothing like that, man, but Irish people are coming through. We're creating something, and people might turn around, man, and not look at it now. But 5-10 years down the road, even the next generation that comes, man, they're going to grow up seeing that we've created these things. They're already here. Yeah. A lot of people, man, like, even me, I'm looking at my generation and the generation above me for advice or for, like, what can I do or what can I get? When we forget about the next generation coming up, man, that are going to build the next thing that comes. Like, we might be laying down platforms, we might be doing this thing, man, but you think about the people who you're going to be interviewing in, like, 15 years. They're not here yet. They're not here yet, like, but they're going to be.
I mean, that's the interesting thing that a lot of people talk about. It's like how... like, it does feel like kind of there's stuff starting to pop off a bit more. There's more people getting involved, more, like, interviewers, more podcasts, more artists, more producers, more everything. But it's like laying down the foundations for people
to come next
on. Yeah, so like if everybody sort of solidifies, like, platforms and, like, a scene for people now, it's going to be 10 times easier for talented people coming through after to get recognised.
Exactly. And you've got to think about, man, don't forget the people who have laid down this platform. I show everybody respect the same way they show me respect. Do you know what I mean? I'm not here to turn around and go, just because you haven't done this doesn't mean you've benefited the scene. Yeah. Anybody doing anything at the minute is benefiting the scene.
100%.
Anybody sitting down, boys that are sitting down, they might be watching this now, man. Do you know what I mean?
Commenting on videos, like, creating a dialogue, like, even sharing a video, like, talking to your friend about it, word of mouth, it's all so important.
Making it a real thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, before, man, it wasn't a real thing. There are people selling out shows from Ireland, man. There are people that are coming through with... I listen to more Irish music than I do any other type of music. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I listen to more Irish artists. I listen to Dear Fact Boys. I listen to the New Air Boys. I fuck with everybody, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is no point anybody going out of their way. They turn around and go, no. That's wasting your time, and that's wasting their time. Because if they turn around then and do something where you're going, fuck, I want them, what do you think they're going to say?
Yeah. I really think, though, the attitude of, like, people, even if you don't necessarily, like, fuck with the music or the movement or whatever, just, like, appreciate what people are
they're doing, man.
Yeah, because it is important in the long run.
It is.
Because, like, even there's different styles of interviews, different styles of music, different styles of production, even people that you might not necessarily like as people, but they're all contributing towards something. And the more of these things, it makes it seem more real. Like,
it does. Do you know what I mean? It's at the very start, man, when I first started coming into the scene, I grew up listening to boys like Costello and Laurie Crack and Nuisance and all these boys, man. And I was thinking, like, this is the Irish scene that we have. We've got, like, 6 boys. Yeah. This is why it's not a real thing yet. Like, lad, in the past 2-3 years, lad, we have hundreds of different artists.
It's mad. It's actually mad trying to keep on top of it. Like,
it is, man, because you don't know who's coming through or if they have came through already, and you're forgetting names and you're forgetting faces because it's starting to blow off. It's starting to blow up, man, and people are starting to, like, grasp that now, and they're starting to go, fuck, it is a real thing. There is people here who are putting in work, professional photos, professional videos. Yeah. Before, man, people just used to look at photos and go, fuck, all right. You might get 20 likes or something. Yeah, do you know what I mean? People don't fuck with them, man, but people are going out now and paying people to take photos of them to post.
Because you believe that it'll actually
benefit
somewhere.
You.
Yeah, exactly. Because if people had done it before and they're paying £200 or £300 to get a music video done, but they're putting it out there and no one's going to listen to it, what's the point? But like, there's a belief there, there's the platforms there, there's the demand there for the music, and the music is good enough that people listen to it.
People have to realise, man, that even if you put out a song, it doesn't mean you're going to get anywhere. But you've got to keep doing that time and time again and keep bettering yourself time and time. It's not about impressing anybody. I don't give a fuck about impressing anybody. Like, I am here to make my music. I am here to enjoy my time, and I am here to interact with people. I mean, I'm here for a good time, man. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm not here to turn around and burn people's dreams down. Like, if somebody has an idea that they want to be something, man, who am I to turn around and say they can't be it? Because the same people were turning around telling me I couldn't be here and here. Exactly.
Like, I 100% agree. It's funny. I think there's just a shift in attitude recently. I think that's more so than anything, and a change in self-belief, because I think like Irish people generally are quite self-deprecating and don't like to believe in themselves.
Oh man, they have that self-doubt as if we're only known for drinking.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
We're not known for
so
drinking.
Much more of that.
We're known for fighting too. Lads, so don't fuck with the Irish, because we're coming here to take over, lad.
100%. So you're saying about you're starting to do things that you never would have thought before. You've got new content out.
I've got new content now. That IG track, man, and it is fucking fire.
Yeah, I mean, you showed me it earlier. Just had it up on the laptop. Like, it was sick. You've been promoting it for a couple of weeks. Wee snippets of it, and I've been waiting to hear it. So I'm glad it's finally out here.
Well, I'm just glad to get music out. Like, do you know what I mean? See, today, man, like, depending on what time this is dropping, like, with the whole Rejjie thing, man, that Rejjie Albert, like, winning the competition for that, they showed a new video, like, Rejjie's visuals are sick, man.
Next level.
They are disgusting. And I just know that I want to work with as many people as I can, man, build as many bridges and do what I can. And I know that if people like him are coming through, do you know what I mean, where he is a professional, do you know what I mean? It's not just you text a boy and go, can you shoot my video for me? And he goes, maybe, like, if you do it for like €1,000. No, man, if I'm paying you the money, like, I want the quality to come with it. If I'm paying £200, I'm expecting a £200 video. Exactly. If I'm paying €1,000, like, I want €1,000 video.
And that's what he's going to deliver.
That's what he's going to deliver, man. Anytime I see any projects he has, they're like movies. They're like films.
Do you know what as well? Like, I've seen artists who I haven't even necessarily liked the music that's with the videos, but the visuals, man, just bring it out to the next level. Like, it makes you like sit and watch the whole thing.
And I know Rejjie, man, can do that time and time again with anybody he wants. Do you know what I mean? Which is why, man, like, even the things that he was doing with that competition, man, like, he was putting a competition on where whoever got voted the most gets a free video.
That's mad.
Who's doing that?
Yeah,
Nobody is doing that. Yeah. Nobody's willing to put that time and effort of their own money and their own thing because they know that this is going to benefit them. He knows that that's going to benefit him from the move that he made. He knows that by putting something out there that other people can gain, he's already gained the attention of these people. Do you know what I mean? Sitting there, lad, with 1,000 comments on his post.
Is it 1,000 comments?
1,000 comments. Do you know what I mean, man? It's not to say these boys aren't thinking. It's just what you need to be thinking about.
That's some big money moves. Like, that is.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's smart.
It's smart, man, because he's going to get a lot of credit from that. Like, and then when he goes on, man, and does all this, he's already got that. People are looking at him. People are looking at the content he has and wanting to be a part of him. Do you know what I mean? They want to work with him, and now that he's created that by going, I'll do something for free. He's getting 10 times that back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I'm assuming you have visuals in mind. You have a story in mind. Like, you talk as though you're very a big picture person. You know, you have the idea in your head. It's not just a song. The song is going to live through the video, the promo, everything that lives with it to create this sort of like bigger picture, bigger world.
It has to be, man. Like I was saying to you earlier on, a picture has 1,000 words. Do you know what I mean? But I want to give you both. Yeah. I want to give you the visuals and the words. I want you to be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. And we were talking about it earlier, man. There's not a whole lot of storytellers in Ireland. So, I mean, nobody's doing that.
Which is strange because you'd assume that would
man,
be the
because
case.
of our poetry and our past and stuff that we would have these people, man. There are still these people that come through, but I just don't think that they're getting the exposure that they should be getting. I mean, it's just they're still living in that old way. Yeah. Of, right, because we did it this way in the past, it should still work. It might not work, man, which is why you've got to come through with a different flavour. You've got to show people what relates, what resonates with people. Like, you know, what do they fuck with? Like, lad, I'm 21. Do you know what I mean? I only know the life I love. Yeah. I only know what I grew up with, and I only know what I will grow up with. The life that I love, people will fuck with it my age because they relate to it. Because I am not out here talking about fucking shit that I don't do. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm not out here talking about Gucci and that. I run about. I got this outfit, lad, yesterday for £150. Lad. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? This is me flashing. Yeah. This is me flashing. Like, there's boys out here, man, buying £600 things. don't want that, man. If it's comfortable and it looks good, that'll do me.
That's the same road I take. Like, and it's one of them things. Like, I think people have their different styles and approaches, but I personally definitely like to relate the stuff a lot more. Do you know, like, there's only so much I can listen to Drake talking about, like,
exactly,
you know,
when you start to get fed up and you start to go, right,
that's not the stuff you come back to when you're feeling a certain way at all.
No.
Like, the stuff you'll come back to is the stuff that resonated.
Exactly.
And the best music for me is the stuff that makes you feel like nostalgic for experiences you never had. So like, whilst I might have not lived the same life that you,
but you understand it and you can relate to it and you can feel it. Joyner Lucas, Cadet, you know, there's people out here, man, that tell stories and they make you feel that feeling that they had, and that's what I want to do, man. Like, my thing, I have all different types of music, man, things that people don't know about yet, like, but I just try to reach into emotion rather than reach into words. If I can make you feel, the words don't have to matter anymore, like. Do you know what I mean?
And do you think, like, you have these ideas and the way you want to paint your pictures and the videos and things, do you think that that sort of gets diluted if you do too many features? Like, I've noticed, like, I can imagine you definitely get asked for features a lot. Is that something that you try to avoid, or something that the timing isn't right, or what's the thought process? Basically,
man, with collabs, like, a lot of people do hit me up about collabs, and I hit people up about collabs too. But there is a time and a place for a collab, and I feel like at the minute, while I'm trying to grow me, I can only focus on me. I could go off and do a collab with people, but that's only going to separate my time and my energy from myself to work with somebody else. Now, I'm not saying that if you're going to hit me up, I'm not going to work with you. Do you know what I mean? It might be that I have stuff going on at the minute, or I'm trying to set up stuff for the future, and the idea that they have isn't the same idea that I have at the minute. Do you know what I mean? So if they don't match up, man, they're not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, timing is something that we were talking about, and how I never really understood what people meant. It's like the timing isn't right, and it just sounds like bullshit when you hear it.
Because you'd be sitting watching back, like when I was sitting in the house, man, I had the phone and I was watching interviews and people were talking about it's the timing and it's luck and it's this and it's that, and you're going, there has to be something else to it, like. Until you actually get in and you start to see what they mean by timing. What they mean is, like, dropping something months in advance to give yourself time to work in between times.
Definitely.
You know, there's a right time and a place. If it's summer, drop a summer tune. You're not going to drop a fucking winter tune at summer. Like. So I mean, there's being smart about things, and there's just being stupid. Like.
Yeah, because even, like, beyond, like, the timing, like the actual time of year, like when things going on, I think even just understanding the bigger picture and when to time.
When they drop something?
Yeah.
You're not going to drop something, man, whenever 6 other people in the same area are dropping something.
Got to stand out.
You've got to stand out. Put it a different fucking day. Do you know what I mean? If they have something out that day, put it out the next day, so at least then you're the next big thing the day after.
Exactly, because there's so many albums, even, like, if they're getting dropped on the same day, you know, big albums,
you start to fall between the cracks.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have bigger picture plans for albums, EPs, that kind of thing? I know that you're not really at that stage yet. You're looking to get drop these videos and stuff, but is that something that you're looking at in the short to long or medium term? Sorry.
Possibly in terms of down the line.
Yeah.
At the minute, I'm more focused. Like, a lot of people that put out EPs and mixtapes and albums, that's all great, man. Yeah. But nobody knows who you are. I would rather be seen with a few videos that make an impact. Then I can down the line start to do EPs without visuals. There's no point putting one before the other. People want to see, people want to react. You want to stimulate people before you start to go, now I can take that away. Now I can put a song up on Spotify, and now I can put a song up on SoundCloud that I know that you're going to listen to, because you don't need the visuals anymore.
Yeah, they know who you are.
They know who you are. You've established yourself, and I feel like now is not the right time for me to do EPs. There might be people out there talking about it and want me to do it. I want to do it. But that's what I mean by now is not the right time. Now it is about timing.
Yeah. And I think, like, going down the line, those sort of things, it'll happen naturally. Like, you'll know when the moment is.
You know yourself, like. Like, were you coming in and doing your thing, man? You knew when the right time was to put people onto the show. You knew when was the right time to get a new stand or a new speaker. You knew when it was the next time to kick it up a notch.
Yeah. I mean, it's a natural progression, and it's like, you know when it feels right, and there's, like, bigger things that I've got planned, but it's like right now it's just like focusing on making sure the content's good, it's regular, and as that's solidified, then it's like you start bringing in the bigger things. Yeah,
and that's when you can, man. Once you've built that foundation, it might be fucking shit at the start, lad, but it's always going to be shit until you brush off those edges and you buffer it up at the end.
100%. And how is that for you, like taking criticism early on? Like, can you take criticism now about your craft?
See, now with criticism, man, I want it, like, you know, I want people to tell me you could work on this or you could work on that. You know, years before I got to where I am now, like, nobody was telling me fuck all, man. I had to just listen to my music and go, right, I have to make a tune better than the last one. How am I meant to do that? Nobody's telling me nothing.
Yeah.
But you just have to work out a way, man. You find a different style, you find a new artist, you find a flow, you find something, man, and it's just piecing it all together.
And like all these things are starting to come together. You're dropping music videos, you're more comfortable with your own sound, you know, you're confident in your music. You've got a new manager now, so what's the crack with that?
So I've got a manager, man. Fucking quality. Didn't expect it, man. Your man Kieran Incredible's manager. Managing myself now as well. Basically, man, this is what artists mean by it's luck and timing. It is luck and timing. I was sitting going through Instagram, man, watching people's lives, and I seen Kieran's live, so I went in, you know, just watching the live as you usually do, man. And his manager came into the live and he goes, it's my manager and blah blah blah, and he hooked me up with his manager. And then I got a text there a few weeks ago when I put up a story being anybody going to the token show, and I just don't know, but I wish, like, you know, I wish I could go. And then the night before I got a text from two boys down Letterkenny saying, look, we've got a spare ticket for token. And I went on, man, and I seen his profile.
Bit sketchy.
But sketchy, man. I went on, I seen the profile, had like 2 pictures, like, and I was like, debatable. But I was like, fuck it. Opportunities, chances, this is what I wanted. I've now got the opportunity to go for it. Why would I refuse it?
God, you gotta take the chances in those
sort of things. Gotta take it, man. If it's a risk if you don't take it, like, because those are chances gone then.
100%.
When I met these boys, man, sound, couldn't complain, man. They were happy to meet me. I was happy to meet them. We went down, man. As soon as I got down to Dublin, got a call. Where are you? Blah, blah, blah. Kid V. We went straight to the fucking studio, man. Laid something down. As soon as I left there, called Kieran's manager. Bang. Straight out to him. And I know myself, man. You know, no matter where you are in Ireland, you'll always get people talking about, like, drugs and violence and blah, blah, blah. But the people who live in that town, man, just go, this is my town. You know, this is what I'm used to. This is my norm. In my town, lad, the same shit happens. Like, people talk about my town with people getting shot and bombs, but to me, when I'm walking about the town, it's still just a normal town. Do you know what I mean? I don't look at it as how the media views it.
It's the experience you've just sort of grown up with.
Exactly. So when I was thinking about your man Kieran's music and all these different boys like Dear Fack, and I see their music and I start to think, fuck, all these boys are gangster and all that shit, like, and then you meet them, man, and they're not gangster, like, and you're just like, these people are just genuine people, like.
It's just like the music's reflecting their reality kind of thing.
The music's reflecting what they see. Do you know what I mean? What they're accustomed to and what I'm accustomed to, like. You know, I'm not going to go out here and talk about shit that I don't do, like. But I have dealt in that circle. You know what I mean? I've been there, I've done it, I've wore the t-shirt. You know, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to get caught for fuck all. But it doesn't mean that I don't chance my arm. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. So, I mean, it feels like you're starting to make some moves and stuff starting to come together, but it's something that takes time. Like, and all this about timing and luck we're talking about, like, it's not just you win the lottery kind of luck. It's you're putting yourself in these positions, going to Dublin, taking a chance on getting a ticket, you know, putting yourself in these areas where these people are existing so that potentially something can happen.
You have to put yourself, like, as you were saying, man, we were talking about earlier on, you have to take yourself out of that comfort zone to be more comfortable in a place that you're not. You know, when I started off with music, man, there has been a limited scene to the north. There's not been much noise up here, like, not compared to what there is in the south.
100%.
What I decided to do, man, was I wanted to go down to the south, take what they have, you know, conquer it, lad. It's, it's there for the taking. Nobody's to say you can't take it, but you just have to make that bridge of how you're going to take it. What I did, man, I contacted everybody from the south, got to know the scene, got to know who was who and who did what, like, and I just made my moves based on that. And I just said, right, these are the boys that I have to get in contact with to get somewhere. Grant, I'll get in contact with them. Got in contact with them, man. Simple as 2 seconds texting somebody. If they don't take you on, man, don't be a dick about it, like. They're not going to take everybody on the same way. I'm not going to take everybody on the same way. People who are watching this aren't going to take everybody on. Do you know what I mean? It's just people. So you just get on with and find the next move that you can make.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just being adaptable to the environment, and like if someone's not going to fuck you straight away, then you've got to find another way around it. You've got to.
You got to be able to go, right, you're not going to fuck with me now, but watch to see when you will fuck with me.
You got to give them sort of FOMO for what's going to happen next. You've got to say, like, I'm gonna do something so big next that they're gonna regret not linking up with me.
Exactly, man. Like Dub Zeno, man, was the boy who told me about it, like about making these moves and about putting yourself out there, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's boys here in the scene, man. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know everybody's backgrounds, man.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if anybody in Ireland says to you that I want to be a rapper, you're gonna look at them with a screwed up face, like, and you're gonna go, are you though, like? Until these boys start coming through, man. These platforms start coming through, these contracts, these managers.
Real, yeah.
It is a real thing now, like. Do you know what I mean? There's people out here selling shows, man, which means that there is money on it to be made.
Oh, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? There's nothing to say that you can't take what you want, like. Just spend the time on it.
It's just like, it's coming to a point, like you're saying, there's people that are acting as like inspirations to other people. You can look up to them, you can see, because even like someone like Hair Squad signed to Columbia Records, like, I'm sure they're making some bank from that.
Do you know what I mean?
And it's they had like Gold Link on one of their tunes on a remix. It's like that kind of shit makes people think, fuck, I can actually do this.
Exactly, like, because that is the difference. Like, it took me until like 2 weeks ago, man, to realise to myself, I used to be a fan of people, and now I'm not a fan anymore. I'm a peer. Do you know what I mean? So I was starting off and I was going, fuck your man's class, sweet, I love his stuff, like, and then I started to go, right, if I treat him as if I'm a fan, he's going to treat me as if I am one. So as soon as I asked him for something, I'm going to be treated like a fan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it's not going to work out.
You can't talk to these people like fans, man.
It's like, it's not, there are other people that happen to be involved in music. They're not people that are like elevated from you. You've got to be a peer, as you said.
Like, you have to treat these people as if this is somebody who you see in the street who is doing the same thing as you. So I mean, he goes off and works his job, I go off and work my job. Treat me the same way I'm going to treat you. If I'm going to be an artist, man, I'm going to treat artists as people, not the other way about. Like, I used to look at Bugsy Malone, and I used to look at like Chipmunk. I used to look at all these boys like they were superstars. I don't anymore. No, I look at them as if I'm going to be standing beside you in a room someday. I mean, you're going to have a normal conversation. Yeah. Because that's the way I want it to be. Like, I don't want to be running up and going, I love this song and I love that song. You don't do that to people, man. Because when people do that to me, I'd be standing looking at them going, thanks, lad. But now I feel awkward.
Uncomfortable, awkward. Yeah, 100%. I've definitely seen that happen a bit recently. Just watch that happen, and you just sort of think, it's not the right way to make the moves. Like, but I mean, it's a learning curve, and everybody finds out the hard way most of the time. Like,
it is, like, and you can tell people, you can give people advice, man. And advice, this is my thing with advice. Advice is free. It costs nothing to pay attention. Do you know what I mean? So somebody sitting there, man, telling you something, like, they're not telling you to fuck you over, like. Especially the people I try to keep around, man. If somebody's telling me something, it's to benefit me.
You sort of start to learn as well who's genuine when you're spending a lot of time in this sort of thing, because there is a lot of people you end up spending time with who have ulterior motives or are in it for themselves, and like it becomes very clear after a while, and it's just keeping your circle close, I think. You have to, but no, there's nothing to say, man. If you can see the moves that a boy's making where he's using you, that you can't just let him to get what you want back. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
being smart about it.
Just being smart about it, man. You know, with anybody, I don't burn any bridges. There is no point, because you don't know who they're going to meet or what they're going to do or who they're going to be in the next 5 years. Yeah. And the little help they could maybe get you along the way, that's going to boost you. Yeah. I mean, you gotta be nice to people, man, because people respect niceness. Do you know what I mean? I could sit here, man, and be like Kanye West and be all, you don't know the answers, like. Yeah. But what the fuck's that going to get me, man? I can sit here and just be me, like.
Yeah. That's the best way to be. And you're saying about like how you want to interact with these people as peers most of the time. Have you had any experiences where you've met anyone of note that you've been able to go, right, just working as a normal thing?
I swear. See, like last week when the token gig was happening, I was to go down for the show, but I was meeting up with Kieran's manager. Yeah. So I sat down and the show started at 7, and by this stage it was like 20 to 8. Okay. And I was going, fuck, right, can I still get in the door? Like, I didn't have a clue, like I didn't know what time the door was shut. So I said, all right, so you're my manager. I said, oh yeah. I said, all right, so can you drop me down to this? Like, got down, got to a hostel, man. I was staying in a hostel, and like, these are the risks you take. Like, you spend that money, you go, fuck it, I don't care where I'm sleeping, but I'm getting down there, like. Do you know what I mean? So I got down, couldn't get into the hostel, forgot my ID, so I had to get the girlfriend to send me a picture. She sent me a picture, showed it to them, and got on. Then I tried getting to the fucking show, like. Data wouldn't work on my phone. Fuck's sake. I was walking about like a headless chicken, but I was making sure I was getting there, like. Yeah. Got there, finally got on, went onto the show, seen Token, man, and I was just all, fuck, right, I can't sit back in the background, like, and just watch as if there's being a peer, man, there's being a fan, and there's enjoying your night.
Yeah, you gotta separate it. Like,
you gotta separate those. So I might be a fan, I would still look at it as my peer, and I'm enjoying my night. Like, do you know what I mean? So I went straight up to the very front of that crowd, took the jacket off, and I was bouncing about like a headless chicken. I was enjoying my night, like, but I still wanted to go up and learn from him. I went up and I seen how he controls the crowd. I seen how he gets people moving. These are all things that a lot of people are watching, man, and enjoying, but I'm taking notes. Do you know what I mean? So after the show, there was a whole meet and greet, €50, and I thought, if a boy charged me €50 to meet me, I'd hand it back to him. Do you know what I mean? So we're outside standing, and we're waiting for one of the other boys to come down, because we're going to get a blast after. Half an hour comes down, and your man Tokens, producer, walks out the front door. I'm standing with the two boys who give me a ticket to go down. Like, I was thinking, fuck, opportunity, like. And then the boys just thought, and I just thought, fuck it, watch this, like. So I went over. I just thought, how can we get in contact with boys like you, and how can we make Ireland a bigger thing? How can I start to do things and step up a notch? And he started telling me about, you need to plan out these emails, and you need to do this, and I just thought, nobody wants to hear that. Like. Do you have 2 seconds so I can show you something? Put on the new song, IG, man. Was rapping from the street, and people started pulling out their phones. People were losing their shit and loving it. Like, your man was fucking with. He was really getting into it now. And then after the song, man, handed me back a phone and just goes, take my number.
Fuck.
And I go, what do you mean? He goes, nah, take my number. I go, you taking me on it? Are you taking a hand out of me? He goes, nah, take my number. I've got producers in Germany. We can do some stuff, like.
Holy shit.
Do you know what I mean, man? So I've got that connection then. And he went back in. I was still like fucking, we were still waiting on this boy to come down. I was thinking, I was all gassed at myself at this point. Like, I was thinking, fuck, class. Like, and then he walks back out. Gentleman, man. This is what I mean by normal people and genuine people. Came back up, man, with Token, like, shook my hand and goes, give me a call. So, I mean, anybody else, man, could have just turned around and said, Grant, sweet, like, and just.
He could have just listened to your rap and sort of looked at you and was like, oh, that was nice, and sort of left
it at that.
And
just left it at that, man. But there's people here, man, in the industries from different parts of the world, man, who can see potential in people and who are going, right, let me give him a chance to see what he can do. This could bring.
That's what you were talking about earlier, about not burning bridges with people.
Exactly,
and if
man.
They're not good now. If you can see some potential, fucking give them a chance.
You have to, man, because there is nobody here, man, who I look at in the scene as like less than what I am. Because I had started, and I have, if they're not at the position I am at now, I've been in their position. Do you know what I mean? I've been watching podcasts, I've been watching shows, and I've been planning in the background how I'm going to get there. And it's doing it, man. Stop talking about it and actually do it.
I'm a big fan of that. Like, I used to just talk about stuff all the time, procrastinate all the time, and you start doing things that you never would have dreamed of. Even to other people it might seem small, but like
to you it's this massive thing.
It's like things you would have never even imagined you could have happened. Like the fact that I even have you sitting in this room, is something like a year ago that just wasn't even on my plate.
Wouldn't even happen, man. Like a year ago, we didn't even know each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like a year today, man, we're sitting here having a conversation about the scene and how it's growing.
Yeah.
It shows you, man, what a year can do, like.
It's mad. That's why it's so important to plan stuff out, like you're talking about, to make the most of the time as well.
Exactly. Because you only have a limited time, man. The 24 hours in a day, like, half it people are sleeping. Half it people are fucking watching Instagram. Do you know what I mean? Or going through YouTube or something. So I'm going to make sure that whatever time you're not sleeping, you're seeing me. Do you know what I mean? Whether you close your eyes or not, I am imprinted in the back of your eyeballs.
Can't get away from you. Yeah, I mean, it's been sick having you on. Like, this has been a pretty good conversation, because I feel like we've really got a picture of who you are, like, and even just some of the cool experiences you've had and what sort of directs your music and even the moves you're starting to make, because 100% we need to have you back on.
Hi lad, like, fucking pleasure. It was a gentleman meeting you too, lad.
Yeah, so it's been sick. To everybody that's listened and tuned in, check out Hyfin's music. We've got it in the bio. We've got his links to all his Instagrams, Twitter, all that sort of stuff. Check it out. And yeah, thanks for coming on.
Hi, my guy, fucking gentleman, brother.
Nice having you on.
IG, check it out.
Yep.
Drops on the 12th. Hyfin_1@gmail.com. Just fucking get at me, lad.
Yeah, 100%, lads. So cheers for tuning in, everyone. And tune in next week. And yeah, stream the shit out of that. Peace.
Sauced.